watching it kind of all unfold?
Well, I mean, it's really exciting because I mean the talent of our squad is undeniable. It's just a matter about just putting it together on the field, and I feel like we have an excellent group. We have a lot of talent, and as this spring training and season progresses, like we have to prove that. We have to. I mean, playoff spots and World Series rings aren't given out, so you have to earn those, and we want to be able to do that.
You had your first postseason experience last year. Obviously, it didn't go the way that you guys intended it to. Just individually, how much do you think back on the way the season ended last year and have that drive you into this season?
Well, yeah, granted the results weren't there, and it was frustrating because, I mean, we had a really special group. We won a lot of games during the course of the year. Winning 101 games is not easy, and we felt that we had the talent and the capability of winning the whole thing. But I mean, granted, we didn't play up to our potential, and when it mattered the most, I mean, it's frustrating. It's a frustrating process, but during that experience, like I thought that those 3 games were, I mean, that's the most meaningful baseball I've ever played, like a major league playoff game in my career, and I thought that was a truly special experience, and you can't take those experiences lightly because I know it didn't end the way we wanted to, but we earned being there. I mean, it was a really special group of guys, and we have a lot of similar faces returning this year, and obviously the goal is to win the whole thing, but we need to focus on compiling a good sample size of games and wins over the 162 games, and obviously getting the playoffs and making strides to climb the mountain to be the last team standing.
McNeil got his contract extended last month. I'm just wondering where you kind of stand on that idea, and if there's been any back and forth or anything like that, and if you're open to something.
Well, I'm super happy for Jeff. I mean, he's a great player, and he deserves his contract. But personally, like I just don't feel comfortable talking about any contractual stuff. And if you have any stuff or questions in that regard, you can always ask my agent.
You saw how Aaron Judge kind of handled his situation going toward free agency. Is that something you look at all when you think about, how your future could play out?
I mean, there's a lot of speculation, but for me, I'm just happy. I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be a Met, and I'm really looking forward to this year, and I just really want to come here and really just work hard and focus on the 2023 season at hand. So, I mean, this is a really special group of guys. I mean, I love this team. I love representing city of New York. I love representing the New York Mets, and it's a great place to play. And for me, like I'm just really happy of where I'm at. And regarding the future, I don't know what it holds. So for me, I'm a New York Met in 2023, and I'm really happy and really stoked to be here. We have a hell of a team, and it's going to be a really exciting season.
When we've asked you in the past, you've said a lot of things like that about New York. Just regardless of whether it happens now or happens in 2 years or doesn't happen at all, what would it mean to you to spend your entire career here? Or is there a curiosity to see what things look like outside?
I don't know. I just know that I'm a New York Met in 2023, and I'm just really happy and fortunate to be here. I mean, I love the city, and I love the fan base, and I love being here. So, I mean, I've really enjoyed my time here, and I don't honestly any speculation or anything in the future. I don't know, but I love it here.
In regards to the WBC, just your thoughts on the excitement of that, and how do you weigh, the advantage of playing meaningful games here early in the season versus adding more games to your body when it's already such a long, grueling grind as it is?
Well, I don't think it's really adding games. You're just replacing spring training games here in St. Lucie with games in Arizona on an international stage. So for me to be able to play those meaningful baseball games, I feel like will come in handy later on in October and hopefully November, because for me, I've only played in 3 Major League playoff games, and hopefully those like high intensity type games can give me experience so I can so I can really just help the team win and advance and win a championship. Because like experiences, I feel like in those key situations, I feel like you can draw back on that and really help you be successful in high pressure moments. I mean, I feel like performing in the postseason. I mean, that's the most meaningful time in all the baseball season. So to be able to have those experiences, I think, would be extremely valuable, especially for me as a young guy.
Pete, career high batting average last year, career high RBI. What do you do for an encore? What do you do for this next step?
I just want to keep evolving as a player and as an individual. I feel healthy physically. I feel healthy mentally, and I mean, I just want to see how pitchers are attacking me and just keep evolving.
What does the next step in that evolution look like to you?
I don't know. I gotta see how they're attacking me first, but it should be I mean, that's a part of the constant cat and mouse. I mean, you can always have an idea or try and watch video, but there's always that cat and mouse. I mean, for me, this is going to be my 5th year in the big leagues, and now that there's a really good sample size of reports out there on me. So, I mean, granted, I'm sure I have tendencies, but also the other guys have tendencies as well that I've picked up and recognized on. So, it'll be a fun season. It'll be a fun game of cat and mouse.
You mentioned 5th year. Does that feel like a lot? Does it feel like it's gone by fast?
Yeah, I mean, there's a guy a few years ago that was with us, Todd Frazier. He said, "Don't blink, because before you know it, it's going to go by quick," and it really has. I mean, it's honestly there's been so many experiences between obviously 2019 and now that I'm extremely blessed and thankful for. But yeah, it's gone by quick.
You obviously had that really good rookie season, and then there was, a slight dip, but you made it all the way back. What was kind of the biggest factor in terms of being able to get back to where you were as a rookie?
I mean, honestly, I just want to keep trying to find the best ways to become a better version of myself. I'm always pushing myself. I'm the world's #1 worst critic of myself. I always try and become the best version of myself. I'm always pushing my limits and physically and mentally, and just trying to evolve and become a better player.
Have your off-season changed at all? Have you, like, changed your routine or just adapted to anything? There's been a few strange off-seasons. Is this one more normal?
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, there was a change between this season and last because of the lockout, but, I mean, it just feels really nice to be, like, normal. Like, because obviously the years before that, you had the COVID stuff, and then now it's like, this feels like a normal baseball season, so it's really, really exciting. But I don't think we've had a normal off season. Well, I don't think I've had a normal off season since 18 going into 19. So it's really nice. It's really refreshing. I've almost forgot what that was like.
You, along those lines of normal,
Right.
last year when you went through ARB for the first time, it was during spring training, this
Right.
process. What was it like doing it in January?
Kind of nice because I'm not like worried about like coming to the field and having to answer phone calls, but I'm on the field and not. Or it's like, okay, like I'm actually available to handle business phone calls. All right, this is great. This is nice.
And what did it mean to you I think the number you guys settled at was like the highest for a first baseman second time through, or something to that effect. What does that milestone mean to you as far as, paying it forward and moving the ball forward for the union and stuff like that?
Well, it's not really for the union. It's more so for all first basemen because, I mean, you have certain guys that are obviously great players, but to be able to pave a path forward for the next great young players, I mean, I think the guy pretty similar trajectory was Ryan Howard. But, I mean, he was obviously a while ago, but it's really cool. So hopefully some kid comes down the line and does something cooler than me, and like I want to keep paving the way and for first baseman. It's really cool. It's really cool.
How seriously do you take your leadership with this club and your energy and your enthusiasm and rubbing off on the other guys?
I'd say I take that extremely seriously because, I mean, for me as being the I don't know if Buck has any other plans, but I expect to be the 4-hole hitter, and if I'm the cleanup hitter of a big league baseball team, I have a lot of responsibilities, and not only impacting the game on the field, but having a good impact on other people in the clubhouse and good relationships. So, I mean, we have a great group of guys, and I feel like that having a good mix of new guys coming along, and also seeing like the great culture that we've established here, I feel like that's extremely important, not just for me, but everybody. So, I mean, I'm just really stoked to be with these guys. I mean, I feel like we have a really great group.
Would you describe it as a sense of relief when you heard Nimmo was returning?
I mean, I think he's one of the best hitters, or one of the best leadoff hitters in all of baseball. So, I mean, I think he scored, over maybe, I don't know, 30-something runs for me last year, just being on base, setting the tone. I mean, but like, I was like, all right, hell yeah, keep getting on base, Brandon. So, and also like watching him kind of develop, and like, I mean, he played Gold Glove caliber outfield last year. I mean, he was really huge for us, not only at the plate running the bases, but he impacted the game in a hugely positive way in the outfield as well. So getting him back was awesome. Getting him back was huge.
What do you think of the WBC lineup that you're going to be a part of, and your role? You're obviously splitting it with first base with another
Right.
accomplished player. I know we've seen that before with Rollins and Jeter, but it is a little unusual.
Again, like it's really, really special that I get to be a part of that team. I mean, growing up, I tried out for the USA team a few times, didn't make it, but to be able to make it now and perform at the highest level at the WBC is really special to me. And obviously, like, I know the reigning MVP is the first baseman, but whatever role I can play on that team to help win a ball game and bring the United States a championship, that'd be phenomenal. So I'm just really stoked, because for me, like, as I was in college, it's a guy that I wanted to emulate and see what he does well and try and replicate it consistently. So to be able to be on the same roster as him it's gonna be really cool. But also, I mean, you have Mike Trout, Mookie Betts, like, and just so many other incredible ball players. And also I get to play with my high school teammate again, which is gonna be really fun. So it's gonna be a really good group of guys.
Have you talked with Kyle about that?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, we're really excited. We're really excited about it.
Pete, what were your early impressions of Verlander when you first met him?
So first time meeting him was yesterday. It was very short in passing, but seems like a great guy, and can't wait to get to work with him and play behind him during the year. It's gonna be a fun time.
What does his addition mean to this club? I mean, obviously you hated to lose DeGrom, but to bring in a guy like that, what does that mean?
I mean, obviously, he has an incredibly illustrious career. He has playoff experience. He has just a ridiculous amount of, not just experience, but just like the amount of consistency he's able to find over his very successful career is remarkable. And to keep doing it and being extremely successful year in and year out as a major league starter, I mean, it's really special. So I can't wait to play behind him throughout the course of the year. It's gonna be really fun to watch.
Did you like the Super Bowl commercial?
Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was funny, and hopefully Mets fans decide to buy some tickets.
What is your overall message to Mets fans, Pete?
I mean, it's gonna be a great year. I'm really excited for it, and we got a great group of guys. We're very, very hungry, and we want to do it. We want to climb the mountain, and we want to win it. So we're really looking forward to seeing you guys at Citi Field opening week, and it's going to be a really special year. So buckle up.
Pete, you mentioned that the two guys, Verlander, Scherzer, climbing the mountain. They've both done that. What kind of mentality does that rub off on you?
So I don't know just yet. I feel like that throughout the course of the year, you really get a good sense of that. So, I mean, I got a really good taste, of that last year dealing with Max, because, like, I mean, his competitive drive, his, just his, like, relentless mentality on the mound, and then also the stuff that he does between starts so he could be the best version of himself out there every time he takes the rock. So I'm excited to see what JV does for us as well, getting to see them work day in and day out, not just throw the ball because they're going to they're gonna throw the ball wonderfully for us this year, but just seeing the stuff that they do on a day-to-day basis in between, I mean, obviously that affects other guys, in a positive way too, so, I'm excited to see that stuff.
Pete, you talked about normalcy again. What does it mean to be here in Port St. Lucie now in February? Sort of the calendar for a ball player.
It feels great. It feels great. Us ball players are creatures of habit. We're very routine based, and again, it just feels great. Feels all's right in the world.
Pete, this offseason with Steve you got a lot of attention for spending as much money as he did, and kind of made you guys not really the bad boys necessarily, but the team that was just doing whatever it took to win. Do you guys kind of embrace that as the team that you kind of set yourself apart, spending all this money, kind of standing above everybody else? I mean, that seems like it involves a certain mentality to.
Well, I know that we just want to compete. We want to compete and win. And for our owner Steve to come out and spend money on high quality talent this offseason, I mean that sets the tone for sure. I don't know about bad boys, but I mean for us, like we just want to go out there, compete, and just win every game we can.
Who buys dinner now? You or Jeff?
Well, Jeff got his contract, so Jeff.
Pete, about the WBC, and if Team Japan come up, what are your impressions?
Well, they have a very, very, very talented team, and I mean, I know that they're going to play really good baseball, and they definitely have the talent and quality to win. I mean, I feel like there's a few other teams that do as well, and it's going to be a very fun playoffs. And I know for me, like there's guys that you just hear about and watch videos, but you've never stepped in the box against or you've never seen. So if we were to play them, it'd be a really fun experience.
Otani and Darvish coming too.
Oh, all right. Well, I've seen Darvish, never seen Otani, and hopefully, is Kodai, is he going?
No, he's not going.
Okay. Well, if he was, I'd try and get a few extra at bats off him. But yeah.
All right.
Thanks, guys. LFGM. Thank you.
Before you go, this is yours.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, guys.
Which award was it? Good guy award, maybe, or Haitian Service, Community Service Award.